Hi, JD here, and just thought I'd. Oh, what a messy, what a messy pegboard! Look at that. That's yeah, that's all my latest pieces of artwork, by the way. It's got nothing at all to do with our little 4-year-old grandson. That's artwork that's been done by me. Um, Enough silliness. The reason I'm doing this post is because June 30 is tomorrow, and have you seen everybody running June 30 like sellouts? Everyone's gone nuts. G'day, Bats. How are you, man? And there's nothing wrong with that. People say to me, look, what do you think about price discounting? And I said, well, it's fine for probably twice a year. Normally, the end of financial year deals and then maybe Boxing Day. But outside of that, which, the big department stores like Myer and David Jones tend to, sort of have that philosophy. Outside of that, it's pretty evil to price discount. And the reason I say that is because it's just not sustainable. You can do a 20 or 30 or 50% discount twice a year or 3 times a year, but it's not something you want to do every day of the week. And you might say to me, okay, smart Alec, Mr. Marketing Guru, that's what I call myself, by the way. What would you do if you want to get rid of stock or you want to make money quickly before June 30? Or before any date that isn't price discounting? I would say, look, you don't want to price discount regularly. I'm not saying you don't do it twice a year or 3 times a year, but the reason you don't want to do it regularly is because chances are your business was not set up, nor was mine, for price discounting. Big W was set up for that. Kmart was set up for that. Walmart was set up for that. But the $2 shop was set up for that. But you're probably not set up for that, which means that you're going to be going down the path of a marketing strategy, dropping your pants, that doesn't have sustainability. It's not something you can do every day of the week. However, something you can do every day of the week is give people a Happy Meal toy. In other words, an incentive. And what McDonald's do every day of the week is that they incentivize people to buy their Happy Meals for their children by putting a free toy in the box. And it's not you buy, you might win, because that'd be like McDonald's saying, look, every 6th box of Happy Meal will have a toy in it. No, it's you buy, you get. And the reason that I am making this Facebook Live now is, well, not only to flog my holiday promotion, which I'll tell you about in just a second, but also because I had a meeting this morning with a property developer, and they were saying, oh, look, we might want to get your holiday promotion and give away a holiday maybe once a week. I said, no, you don't want to do that. You want to be able to get people in to have a look at what you're selling in terms of investment property, and you give them a free holiday every time they book an appointment. Well, when they book an appointment, they come in. And the reason I can do that is because we have a relationship with an American company who has created a worldwide incredible Happy Meal toy promotion, I call it. It's a free holiday. And now what we've done is Australianised it because of the situation that we're in at the moment, of course, people not being able to do international travel. And the whole idea of this is that we can provide to you, for your business, the perfect alternative to price discounting. In other words, we can give you a 5-day, 4-night holiday in 4-star resorts for a family of 4, so there's 2 adults and 2 children under 12, for $97. Okay, it's pretty stupid, isn't it? And the reason we can is because these hotels, all 4 stars, by the way, we're talking Ridges, we're talking Hiltons, we're talking, name hotels, they're 4-star hotels, are normally running, outside of COVID, they're normally running at about 70% occupancy, which means they've got 3 out of every 10 rooms tonight vacant. So what they've decided to do is to forego that room tariff, let us move those rooms for them through promotional activity, and then they pick up money on food and beverage. It's as simple as that. So really, we're getting rid of dead rooms, all right? Now, in Australia, we've got locations like Port Douglas, Cairns, Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sydney, Perth, Adelaide, all those sorts of places, plus more. And that means that if you are selling something for, say, $1,000 or $2,000, let's say it's a lounge suite, or it might be white goods, or it might be a computer, it might be solar, then instead of you having a 10% discount, which of course nobody cares about, 10% please, Groupon's 50, you can say, look, come in and buy my air conditioner, or come in and buy my solar service, or my lounge suite, or my computer, and we'll give you a free 4-night luxury holiday for the family at any of these locations around Australia. That holiday costs you just $97. I'll swing around here and show you my computer screen, because this is probably going to give you a good idea of it. I don't talk it up much, do I? The greatest insight, but it is. It's crazy. And why do holidays work? Well, of course, they work because they're attractive to both sexes and all ages. This is what happens. They get this. So you give that away to your customers when they buy something from you, which is basically a complimentary vacation accommodation voucher, which lets them go to any one of these wonderful locations around Australia, and they can choose from, well, the likes of Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Gold Coast, Port Douglas, Cairns, let me see. Yeah, and that's the price, okay? You're paying for a 5-day, 4-night holiday in a luxury resort, just $97, okay? And it's all around Australia. Now, the reason that I am mentioning this right now is because the meetings that I had this morning with a couple of people talked about price discounting. And they talked about, well, how do we get away from that? This is how you get away from it. Even if you don't click the link above here or below me, wherever it is, even if you don't get the holiday promotion, think of a Happy Meal toy. Try and think of something that's going to take your customers' eyes off the price. You don't want to be selling on price because, well, price discounting at least, because guess what? It's not sustainable. You can't have a 50% sale every week of the year. Chances are that if you're not Big W or Kmart and you do that, you probably just go broke. Whereas you can provide something like this full time. Okay, think about it. A 4-night, 5-day holiday in Port Douglas or the Gold Coast or Perth or Adelaide or Sydney, wherever it might be, at a luxury resort for a family of 4. Normally you'd expect to pay $250 to $350 a night. So you multiply 4 times that, then you're probably talking about $1,000 to $1,400 in terms of the value of this holiday. You're buying it for $97. And as I said before, you're buying it for that price purely and simply because they are dead rooms. Okay, the resorts have said, listen, we may as well forgo the room tariff and make money out of food and beverage. There's no timeshare presentations or any of that rubbish. There's no hoops for your customers to jump through. This is purely and simply the hotel's ways, the hotel way of getting rid of dead space. Simple as that. Remember back in the old days when the airlines used to do something like this where it was, I forget what it was, a standby. That's right. Before Jetstar and all the cheap airlines came along, there was a standby lounge. And you used to go to the airport, and part of the airport where there was a little standby lounge, and people there were normally in their pajamas, and they didn't have teeth. They were wearing thongs. They were after the cheap flight. Oh, I'm going to get some hate mail. But anyway, and of course they'd say, okay, well, you know, we've got 6 seats left on the flight going to the Gold Coast. Bill Smith, Fred Reynolds, and Bill Walker, and they put their hand up, and then they would, they'd get the seats. Well, this is not quite like that. But it's similar in the sense that these hotels are not going to probably sell those rooms, so therefore they may as well forgo room tariff and get money out of food and beverage when your customers go there because you've given it to them for free. If you'd like to check this out, then click the link above me or below me here. You can have a look at it, and you might like to spend some money before June 30th and hit the ground running in the new financial year. And if there's any questions, once you go to that page, there's an inquiry form that you can fill in, and then we can help you from there. Okay, over and out.